Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a minute and I'm looking a little grizzly right now, but I just had a server time to make, y'all. Like, it's just, this week has been really crazy, and the week before that was really good. So I noticed I don't really like make a video unless something really crazy or bad happens to me. But if it's good, then I'll like put it on my Tumblr, you know, because like who really cares to see a video about what's good happening in my life. So I had the past 2 days off, right? And my first day off, something really fucking crazy happened to me that I was like, really, I could have just stayed home. Like, why did I even bother to get out of bed today? So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna start the week off right. You know, I need to take care of myself because lately I have not been feeling like a pretty princess, I guess. And you know, my nails weren't done, my hair looked raggedy, you know, my feet looked like they could scare children. Like, it was just like, I wasn't shaving. I don't know, it was just a lot going on. I looked really scruffy. So I was like, you know what, first things I need to do is I'm gonna do my nails, I'm gonna do my feet, and then I'm gonna get my hair done, and then, you know, I'm gonna shave all the parts that need to be shaved. So, you know, I'm just like, you know what, let me go ahead and get my day started, right? So I'm new to Atlanta. I don't really know places in Atlanta. I don't know what's the good places to go to, the bad places to go to. So I just Google Maps shit. And if it's good, keep going there. If it's not good, don't go there again. So I know Manera kept saying, you know, I guess she lived around here at one point, and she was like, you should go check out this nail salon. You know, they're really good and they're like affordable and blah blah blah. So I was like, cool. But apparently I went to the wrong one. So I went to the one across the street from my apartment complex, and boy, was I in for a fucking treat. So I went there, and as soon as I went in there, I was like, it looks kind of scruffy in here, but you know what? They could really be on the come up. I don't know. But now I know if it looks scruffy, run away. Like, I don't mess with my nails. I'm very particular about my nails, even though like usually they're not really done. But I don't want to like go to an unsanitized place and get like a fungus or something like that. So I'm very like, you know, very particular about who touches me and who gives me services, you know, especially with my hair too. But anyway, so I go there and, you know, I pick out the color. They have the color I want. I was like, okay, cool. So I tell them I want a manicure and a pedicure. Cool. They tell me that the price is like $40 for both. I'm like, it's lit. Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, cool, you know, like I think if I got a mani-pedi done, it would be cheaper than getting my toes done today and then getting my nails done somewhere else. You know, like they'll charge you full price or something like that, right? I don't know how that really works, but that in my head, I thought I was saving money. So when I first, like they hopped up in the massage chair, you know, I'm getting my little feet wet, I'm thinking, okay, usually somebody will walk up to me and start doing my nails while my feet are getting done, right? I mean, usually, that's what I see, usually. This didn't happen. So I was like, okay, that's not really, just kind of wasting my time a little bit, because y'all could be hitting 2 birds with 1 stone, but whatever. Not my business, not my, you know, not how I would do things, but I don't run the business. So the lady's doing my feet. She's not really talking to me, which I love because I don't like talking. If y'all giving me a service, I really don't feel like talking. Like, I just do my feet, please. I don't want to, don't ask me about my day. I don't care. And I mean, it's going all right. It's going pretty well. Like, she's doing a decent job, right? And then pretty much when I'm finished, I'm just like, okay, that was cool, I guess. Like, I don't know. I just feel like something was missing. You know, I don't know, I just feel like something was missing. Anyway, so I take a seat to get my nails done. So same lady starts doing my nails, and I'm just like, I just see her like cutting my nails down like really low, and I'm just like, fam, like these are a little too low. I mean, I understand, like I just took acrylic off, and so like some of my nails kind of just like need to go, but you're cutting it down really low, like to the point where it's like nubs. And I'm just like, lady, like, don't cut down too much. And then the way she's like cutting it, like some of my nails are like slanted and they're squared in a weird way. And I'm just like, what is this? So I'm just like, you know what, I can't even complain because she's already cut half the nail, you know. She can't put it back. So I'm just like, okay, whatever, just finish, please. In the back of my head, the whole time, before she even put the polish on and really commits to doing my fucking fingernails, I'm thinking I really should not let her do my nails. Something's telling me don't do it, you know, just get up and go. Like, it's really not too late for you. Like, just get up and go somewhere else. Like, just don't do it. And I'm thinking, thinking, bro, I'm already here though. Like, why am I thinking these thoughts, you know? But whatever, I let her keep going. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I wanted white originally. And she was like, okay, yeah, get white. So she starts putting the white on, but the white looks stupid. Like, I have like darker fingernails, and usually the nail technician will tell me, nah, this not gonna look good on you because you got dark fingernails, so I'm gonna need you to choose a different color. You know, they usually like look out for me. When I want to have cute light colors, they'd be like, no, you can't do that. You have dark fingernails and it's gonna look stupid on you. You know, they usually look out for me and tell me that. Because I mean, in the long run, if they look stupid, I'm gonna be mad, you know, and they don't want me to be mad, so. But she was like, oh, enabler. She was an enabler. She was like, oh yeah, no, this is gonna look so cute. She starts putting it on, and I'm just like, these look stupid. I don't want this. And she was like, really? And I was like, yes, really. They look dumb. No, I don't want this. They look stupid. So she's like, okay. So what she does, she takes a piece of cloth, like a paper towel, and just starts wiping it off. She just wipes it off. And I'm just like, aren't you supposed to like do it? I'm not a nail technician, but aren't you supposed to do it a little differently? Like apply some sort of liquid to get it off properly, and then she starts painting the pink over it. So I'm just like, I don't know too much about nails, but I know that's not how you're supposed to do it. Something's telling me that's just not how you're supposed to do it. So I'm just like, oh, okay, you know, as long as it comes out good, I can't complain. If it comes out good, then I'm straight, I don't care. So while she's doing my nails, she's painting it over, painting it like this dusty pink color, which I like, but I don't like the shape of my nails, so I'm still pissed. I kind of look down, and I'm just like, there's a big ass like scale left on my foot, because I went in there and my feet were tore up. Like, they were so crusty. I wait too long to go to the nail salon to get my feet done. They were so crusty. So anyway, so I'm looking at the back of my foot as she's like holding my nails. I'm looking at the back of my foot, and I'm just like, there's this big piece of like dead skin, scaly looking thing right on like the bottom of my feet. And I'm thinking, the mission was, when I came here, was to be able to wear sandals. And if I see this big old piece of crust, like, it's a big piece of crust, like, how did you miss that? I'm like, if there's a big old piece of crust, I can't wear sandals. They're gonna clown me on these streets. Like, they're gonna talk about me in front of my face about this crust on my foot. I need to get rid of this. Like, what is this? Like, you didn't do your job, basically. So I was like, there's still crust on my feet. And she was like, matter of fact, I actually waited till she was finished with my nails, because I didn't want her to like stop doing that or get pissed off with me and then really fuck my nails up more than they already were. So I was like, okay, I'm just waiting. So she got up, she's getting ready, or I guess I'm putting my hands under like the gel dryer or whatever. And I said, there's a crust on my foot. There's a crust right there. I'm gonna need you to get that. And she was like, and she did like the weirdest thing. She went like, this is my foot. Her face was like this close to my foot, just like, and she had glasses too, of course. So she's like, like, I know I can see. I just got LASIK and I know my eyes are kind of like still a little weird, but if I can see this fucking crust on my foot, I know you can see this crust on my foot too, lady. What the fuck? Don't act like you don't see it. So then of course she starts speaking in, I don't want to say Chinese because that's like kind of racist, right? So she starts speaking in her native tongue, and then I guess the businessman, like the owner of the store, which was a man, and was like looking, and he was like, oh, no, you need to get like fucking another type of like, what is it called, another type of pedicure, because your foot too crusty for our regular pedicure. So you got the basic pedicure, but you wasn't supposed to get the basic. You're supposed to get the deluxe pedicure because your foot too crusty for the basic. That's what he made it sound like. And I was like, no, because this foot, the left foot, looked fine. The left foot is ready for the beach. The right foot looked like I'm ready to go pick fucking garbage out of the dumpster, like some sort of fucking homeless child. Like, no, this foot looked fine, but this foot looked crazy. She just missed a spot. That's what I was trying to let them know. Like, you know, you just missed a spot. I don't know how you didn't see it, but you missed a spot, basically. So you need to come back and fix it, basically. So he's like, okay. He literally rolls his eyes in front of me. He's like, okay. So they was like, okay, come, go to the chair. So I'm thinking my nails aren't finished drying. So he's like, okay, let them finish drying. So I was like, okay, don't rush me. Like, I want my nails to be fucking dry, and then we can go handle the foot situation. Hence to why I waited before to tell y'all about the foot situation, because I didn't want y'all to fuck my nails up, and y'all were already on some other shit. So she stands next to me and she crosses her arms and she's just like tapping her foot, waiting for the, like, I guess the dryer to go off. And I'm thinking, don't stand next to me like looking like you're impatient and like it's my fault you fucked my foot up. Like, no. So I asked her, like, how much longer do I have to wait for my nails to be dried? And she's like, 5 more minutes. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna sit underneath here 6 more minutes and make sure the shit is actually dry. She takes me back to the massage chair and she brings out like this, I don't know, it's not a pumice stone, but it's like one of those like cheese grater looking things. And she starts, she grabs my foot and she's like, and I'm just like, ow, that hurt. And on top of that, like, my foot is really sensitive, so it was already super tickly. But then she was like she was trying to fucking put some cheese on damn spaghetti. Like, what the fuck are you doing to my foot? Like, you trying to make the bone show? Like, what the hell was going on? So I was like, you know, I shouldn't have opened my mouth, because I already knew they were gonna act funny. Like, I felt like they were gonna act funny, so I should have never opened my mouth. Anyways, so they finally finished me up, and I hate my nails. My feet look fine, but the mission was for me to wear sandals, so I'm not that mad about my feet. My feet are pretty good. They feel soft, they're straight, but my nails are stupid looking, and I'm just like, there's nothing I can do about it at this point. It's already done. I'm so mad. I'm just like, okay. So I walk up to the cash register, and what happened? I walk up to the cash register, and he's like, okay, so your total is $50. And I was like, $50? For what? $50? Like 50? And he was like, yes, $50. And then the lady that was doing my nails, she said something in like her native tongue, and he was like, oh, no, $52. And I was like, $52? Y'all really trying to play me out here. And I'm trying to keep my calm because there's white people in the waiting section of the nail salon, and I'm just like, I don't want to look like that girl, because, you know, I have my kinky hair, I got my septum piercing, I look really ratchet. I don't want to be that black girl. So I'm just like, you know what, $52? This was the this is like the counter, right? I lean in closer and I'm just like, this was the worst fucking customer service of all goddamn time. And you really think I'm gonna sit here and spend $52 fucking on some shit service? And he was just looking like you really leaning in closer and whispering this to me? Like, it was just, I was so annoyed. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pay for it. So I gave him my card. I didn't fling my card at him, I just handed him my card. I was so upset. I handed him my card, and he swipes it, and I'm just like, give my card back. And I start walking off, and he's like, no, you need to sign this. And I'm just like, I'm not signing shit. Fuck off. Like, this was the worst service. I said it again, and I said it a little louder. I was like, this was the worst service. Y'all fucked my nails up. My feet, y'all didn't even want to finish my feet. Like, what? I was like, no. So he was like, no, you need to sign this. You need to sign this. And I was like, whatever. So the dotted line on the receipt, I put an X mark by it. I just put an X, and then I storm off. And I'm about to hop in my car, and he bolts, like, he fucking bolts out the shop. And he starts screaming, you need to sign this, you need to sign this properly. If you don't sign this, we don't get paid. And I was like, oh. But mind you, while he's saying this, he has his phone out, like a camera app and everything, and he's taking mad pictures. He's taking pictures of me, he's taking pictures of my license plate, all of that. And as he's saying that, you know, he's taking pictures, whatever. So I'm thinking, oh, well, shit, I didn't know y'all didn't get paid. Like, I'm not that much of a bitch. Like, she did perform a service on me, you know, but it was shitty. But I thought, like, you know, I'm thinking, like, when the receipt, I'm thinking you gotta tip them. And I thought that's what he was telling me, I needed to tip her. So I'm just like, nah, I'm not tipping her shit. If I could, like, deduct some shit, I would deduct a little bit. But I'm not tipping her shit. That's why I'm not signing it. That's what I'm thinking, you know? Signing equals tip, I don't know. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna sign it, but you need to delete the pictures of me and my license plate. Like, I'm not gonna sign this unless you delete that shit. And then he was like, okay, sign it first and then I'll delete it. And I was like, no. You delete it first, then I'll sign it. So he like shows me the screen of his phone, and he's like, okay, I'm deleting it, and he deletes it, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I'll sign it. But I see this motherfucker didn't even bring a pen out. So I go into my car to go grab a pen. This is when shit gets really fucking real. So I didn't articulate this to him that I was going to get a pen, because at this point I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to say nothing, I just want to get the fuck out of here. So I go in my car, but I kind of sit down in the car, you know? I don't like really reach in there, I just kind of sit down and start looking for my pen. I opened the car door a little bit, sitting there, and then he saw that. He thought I was like trying to go away, which I kind of wish I was able to go away, but I was like, whatever. Like, I'm just get the pen and get him out the fucking way. So he takes the car door. After he sees me get in there, he takes the car door and swings it all the way open. So he swings it so fucking far open that it hits the car next to me. And at this point, I'm just like, what the? I didn't know he hit the car, but I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing in my car? Fam, get out of my car, do not touch my car, do not breathe in my car. Like, what are you doing? I thought you were back there, but now you're in my car with me. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I was, at this point, I'm mad, because he's like, he didn't just swing the car open, he kind of like got by the car door and starts pushing the car door open some more. I don't know how to explain that, but like, he was just by the car door, he was pressing his body against the door as if he thought I was gonna leave. And that's when I just kind of got in like flight mode. I was like, hell no, like this shit not fucking happening. I was gonna sign this shit, but fuck this shit, like fuck it. So I put the keys in the ignition. I put the fucking keys in the ignition, I turned that bitch on, and I put my car in reverse. I put that shit in reverse, and he's like, I'm like, I don't care if you're still standing there, I'm gonna fucking back this shit up. Like, I don't care. Now you getting extra. I'm reversing this shit. So he's moving, like the car, I moved the car slowly, and he's screaming, I'm screaming, and I'm still concentrating trying to pull the car out. He's like I guess he's trying to push the car with the car door, but it's not working because he's still moving and he's a very small man. Then he sits down, like he cradles his body, he sits down and like kind of prevents the car from moving even more. But when he sits down is when I noticed that the car door hit someone else's car, and it kind of was like in a weird way. He pushed it so far that it was like, it dented the car, so it was stuck in a dent, and on top of that I was reversing the car, so it kind of like pulled the second car with us. Oh my god. And then when we saw, like when I was still reversing and he was sitting down screaming, oh my gosh, like we turned, we both looked, because we heard another noise. We were like, what the fuck is that noise? And we looked to the left of us, and the car was moving with us, and we just started screaming, and then he jumps up and he's like, you fucked up their car, you fucked up their car. And that's at this point, like me and him screaming, and the whole nail shop comes out, and all the workers are just like, wow, and they start screaming in like their native tongue. And this little French girl who's like black, she comes out and she's like, what? Like I just see her face, and she's just like, what the hell is going on? So he turns around and he's like, he fucked your car, no, she fucked your car up, she did this to your car, she did this to your car. And he basically like runs back in the shop, and all the other workers run back in the shop too. And I'm just like, I hop out the car, I'm just like, girl, I did not do this, I did not do this, he did this, you know? And she was just like, she kind of just was like, ugh, I'm over this. Like, she didn't scream, she didn't yell, she didn't say anything to me. She actually didn't talk to me. And I'm thinking she's gonna give me a little sister solidarity. Nope. She fucking took a picture of my face, she took a picture of my car, she took a picture of the dent, she took a picture of my license plate. She was just not playing around. She didn't take nobody's side. She was just like, I don't even have time for this. Like, woo-saw. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm so pissed. I call Manera, and I'm just like, Manera, this nigga. So so anyway, I'm so mad at this. I'm just like, this couldn't have possibly happened. Like, this didn't have to happen, because I wanted to be extra and not pay, or I guess not pay, but not sign. And then all this extra shit happened. I tried to leave. I didn't have to go through any of this. So I'm just like, you know what, I'm calling the cops. I call the cops, and I let them know that, you know, this man's trying to harass me, blah blah blah. And I'm thinking, you know what, they're not gonna fucking believe me. They got the crowd of Asian people in the fucking store who probably saw the whole thing, and they're gonna take his side, and I don't have anyone taking my side, you know. So I'm thinking, okay, well, time to lie. So the cops get here and I'm just like, I can't even formulate any tears, you know. I'm just like, okay, so the tears option out the way because I can't fucking form no tears right now. So I'm just like, all I didn't want to do was sign. I didn't know, you know, when the let me start over. When the cops got here, I was like, look, he was trying to harass me. I don't know what the hell happened. I thought like if I didn't sign, that means I didn't tip, but I didn't know that, you know, if I didn't sign, you didn't get paid at all. And I was okay with signing, you know, once he explained that to me, but he was harassing me. He tried to snatch me out my car and he was just trying to hurt me. They was like, okay. Yeah. The girl, the little French black girl, she was trying to drive away in her car, and her car door got stuck on my car door. And what the fuck, like, she just kind of looked like she was over it, and she told them what happened. I was like, I tried to drive away? When did I try to drive away? And then he went to the shop and then talked to them, and I'm pretty sure everyone told them that, you know, I tried to drive away, whatever, which is true. I did try to drive away, but yeah, they came out and was like, well, you tried to drive away. The cops came out and said you tried to drive away, so give us your insurance. But yeah, they were actually pretty nice about it. They weren't like, we're taking you to jail, this and that, blah, blah. They were like, you know, if you didn't pay for the services, you know that's a felony, right? And I was like, no, I didn't know it was a felony. But he was like, we're not gonna cite you, we're not gonna like take you to jail, we're not gonna do anything, we're just gonna like take your insurance so they can pay for her damages, and just, if you don't like the services here, just don't come back. And I was like, so you're not gonna do anything about them charging me more money? And they was like, no. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I'm just gonna go to fucking sleep. Like, I'm done with this. My apartment's literally across the street. I could have walked here and not had to deal with any of this. I could have, there's so many things I could have done and the outcome would have been differently. But yeah, so that's my story time. Obviously I know the whole thing is completely my fault, which is fine. I mean, I was just so annoyed and so mad this time. I was livid to the point where like I just had to go to sleep and just wait for the next day to start, because that's how mad I was. I wasn't able to laugh about that shit at all. I'm kind of still not able to laugh about it. I'm kind of just at the like, I don't know, I can't go, ha, that's so funny, like, oh my god, that was a hilarious time in my life. It's more like that happened, wow. The only reason why I'm okay with this now is because I called Chase, and like Chase handled the whole thing for me. I told them about the whole thing, and they said there was nothing they could do about it because they did still perform the service for me. But then they gave me a credit, so I was like, okay, thank you. I mean, they still got paid, I still got my credit back, so all is well, I guess. I mean, technically, I guess in the end I didn't have to pay full price, so I don't really know why I'm sharing this story time, because I kind of come off as like a bitch in this story. I mean, if y'all was there, I feel like I would come off as a bitch, but yeah, that's the whole story time. So yeah, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys ever want to communicate with me, y'all know where my Tumblr is. It is homicidejane.tumblr.com. I don't really answer my DMs on Instagram. Well, not really. I don't answer my DMs on Tumblr, or sorry, my Instagram at all. I have too many on there. It's just too much. So yeah, just hit me on my Tumblr, hit me on my Snapchat, and I'll see you guys later.